Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again. I had an idea with these lovely Craft Addiction UK robins. They are going to be back in stock this week, by the way, so just thought I'd mention that. If you're going on their website and it says out of stock, they have said they will be back this week, so he will let everybody know. And I thought, right, I'm going to cut out, I've cut out loads and loads of robins. You know, you have a day cutting out. So I've cut out lots of little robins. And I had this idea of a rainbow card and with the robins on there. So I thought that would be nice. And what I've got is, this is an older die set I've got that was from Stamps by Me, called Perfect Pine Cones. Now, I do know that Tony Darrick at Stamps by Me has brought out a new one. I don't know if it's still in stock. I didn't look before I did this. But she's brought out a larger one. These are the size of the pine cones. And I did do a demo on these, showing you how to work them, where the insides pop up like that. And you can, you can make them lovely. And but if you go on my through my videos, you'll see I've done one. There's a search on my channel, and you can put in pine cones, and so it should come up and show you what I've done with it. But she has brought a big one out, and I don't know if she's done this branch again on it. That I don't know. But on this one I had a branch, or if you've got any die branch, and if you haven't, just cut one out. It's easy to just do a little branch, isn't it? So yeah, and I used like some of the foliage, got some of the foliage as well, so to put on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this on here in the middle. So that's going to go up there like that. So let me just get that in place. And then we're going to do a rainbow of robins. Something a little bit different. Oops. It's blobbed out a bit, hasn't it? You do get a fine nozzle with this particular gun, the pressure tool. But I'm just being lazy, aren't I? So I want to pop that there, because that's about halfway up, isn't it? About there. I want it in the middle, like that. The birds are going to just stand on there. I mean, they don't have to be robins, they can be any bird. It's just a bird shape, isn't it? So that's what I thought anyway. So knowing where my little birds are going to stand, which I'll pop that a little bit further up there. So just get your placement of your robins, your birds, where you want them, and then just pop a little dot under each, so you know where they're sat. So one's going to be there, one's going to be there, and you won't see this when you glue them down. One's going to be there, one there, the wrong way around those, so that should be there, and then that one, got a little bit of not yank it out there, and that's going to be at the back there. So I'll just pop a little dot under there, like that. Okay. So I'm just going to, excuse me, pop these to one side. Okay, and then I've got all my Distress Oxide here in my rainbow colours. and I'm using my finger daubers. I'm sure you've all got finger daubers. I got this particular set from Stamps by Me, but you can buy them anywhere. So we're going to start with Festive Berries, which is the red. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go upwards like that. So that when my bird is on there, it's got the red behind. And I'll colour my birds as well. And then we've got orange. These are the colours of the rainbow, aren't they? It's more of an orange. It's called Spice Marmalade. Then I've got Fossilised Amber, which is the yellow bit. Just for something a bit different, isn't it? For a card that you're sending. To cheer someone up. And then I've got green. This one is Rustic Wilderness. I've accidentally caught that there, haven't I? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some water on my brush. And because it's Distress Oxide, it will disappear. There we go. They water down, so that's brilliant, isn't it? Just let me put my glue thing back on. Oops. Okay, so that's the green done. And then we've got blue. I'm going to use tumble glass, see if that's dark enough. Oh, it's fine, that. And then the last colour I'm going to use Dusty Concord. Just to get all the colours on there that we want. There we are. Oh, there. There we are. So now we need to colour our birds. I'm going to pop that to one side. So we're going to have the red. Or you can use coloured card. That's the red one. Then the Spice Marmalade. You need to do I suppose it's as orange as you're going to get. It's more, could do with like a pumpkin colour, couldn't we? So that's that one done. And then the Fossilised Amber for the next one. And because you're dabbing on, you know, it should be a stronger colour like this. Then and a green. And of course I don't have the an extra one for there'd be too many birds on for the purple, so I'm just going to leave that as it is. That's the green and the blue for the last one. There they are, our little birds, our little rainbow of birds. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cough this morning. I do apologise. Clean my fingers. I just use baby wipes that I get from the supermarket, and gets rid of any colour that's on your fingers you don't want to mark in your card. I'm going to pop that up there. Now what I've done is I've got an oh, now that's dried on there, I want to stamp a sentiment here. So let me get my stamping platform. And this is a sentiment from Pink Frog stamp set, which is called Foliage and More. And it's a good, actually a very good stamp set to have in your stash, because you can stamp all these leaves. You have this grid one on as well if you do a bit of grunge stuff. But this one says, have a perfect day. So that's going to go there. So it's nice for a birthday, as well as, you know, get well. This would be lovely for get well card, wouldn't it? Have a perfect day. It's also got a thank you sentiment in there as well, which is nice if you're doing just a little thank you card. So it's a good set for that. I'll get the link for it, I'll leave it in description. Okay. And I've got an 8x8 card, and I've got some holographic, because I thought that'd be nice, sort of rainbowy, wouldn't it? So I'm going to use my sticks to roller tape, just around the edges, and then there's no marks. And pop a bit of glue in the middle. Don't know if you can see that, but it's very colourful, isn't it? It's probably doing your eyes in. But where I've put the tape around the edge, there's no marking. But where I've put the glue in the middle, I can see marks. So there's your tip. Anything with mirror card, use tape for the around the edges where you're going to see it. And that's going to go in the middle there. All of a sudden the card comes together, doesn't it? And looks really nice. So then we're going to glue our lovely little robins on. There. rainbow of robins. And what you can do is you can go along the edge of them. I've got some black soot just to sort of highlight the edge of your robin. Just sort of go along the edge like that. I need a new pad, it's going a bit or you can go along with your pen, but if you can see, that sort of just giving it a bit of a highlight, hasn't it? In fact, what I'll do is I'll get my black finger dauber and I'll just edge in with it like that. And that's just done that, hasn't it? Just let's highlight them so they're not flat against that rainbow. And you could do your rainbow lighter as well, more pastel-y colour. Come on, little bird, baby bird. As you can see, they've just got that little bit of black on. Good old finger dauber. That's it. Let's clean my fingers. So I've had that black on. And we'll stick them on. So the red one first. It's going to go there. And the orange one. Just gives you ideas for using your dies. You know, you buy these dies, you buy these stamps and what have you, and then they get put in a drawer, don't they? But do get them out and use them. And like I've said before, you don't even need to make a card up. You can just do this, you know, the card topper. Pop it in a box. Then when you're ready for it, if somebody's not well, you need a get well card. It's there, isn't it? Or you could even leave them white on here, because, you know, even white, they would show up on the rainbow. Let me get one out and I'll show you. See, they would show up on with the rainbow behind in white. So that's good. Just a little blue one. Can't forget this one. Can't forget the baby. There he is. That one needs to just go a little bit further up there. There they are. And then I've got these this foliage. I'm just going to cut the edge off this, because it sort of just makes up where the branch is and branches off it like that. Same with this one. Oops. Stick down, little branch. And there we have it. Our little rainbow of birds. So that's something new to do with your birds. And I'm sure you'll come up with a different idea, even if you don't want the rainbow behind and you just want the rainbow of birds on. That'll be nice, won't it? Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, give us a thumbs up. And thank you so much for joining me today. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.